I'm Chris Nedza, and I'm the lead entrepreneur in residence at ATDC, and I am thrilled to have Countifi as a signature company in our portfolio. So ATDC is the statewide incubator for the state of Georgia, and we're headquartered at Georgia Tech. And we met the CEO of Countifi. We love their product. To get into ATDC's signature program, you actually have to be scaling. You've got to have some big traction. You've got to have a big market, and you've got to be ready to scale and grow. So that's what we do. We assess our companies, we advise them, and we connect them. We connect them with capital, we connect them with customers, and we connect them with talent. So welcome, Countifi, to ATDC's signature program.
But my background is accounting. So I was an accountant, worked at E&Y for a while, worked in the airline industry as well. And I realized that onboard inventory, so counting the stuff that is placed on board, food, beverages, plates, cups, all that stuff, is a huge industry. The airline industry will spend about $4 billion per year of stuff that goes on the plane, is never touched, comes off the plane, it has to be thrown away. Right. So we're like, and that doesn't, $4 billion. Whoa. That's every year. That's why your plane tickets are so expensive, right?
Throw nuts at you, man.
Right, exactly. And so because of that, I said there has to be, and that doesn't even include the disposal cost, the labor that goes into it, fuel costs, things like that. And so I figured out there has to be a better way to count these items, to understand what customers are consuming on the plane, right? So you can load less. If people aren't consuming it, you're just flying around weight around the world. How can we decrease that, right? Decrease the inventory spend, decrease the labor associated with it, and also decrease fuel, increase overall sustainability.
Really?
Yep. So we guarantee over 98 to 99% accuracy on all our items, right? So we build an AI model, and you will show us a thing called a confusion matrix that will show by item how accurate is that model. And so we share that with our clients as well. So over time, right, day one is not that accurate, right? Because the model has to learn. It's machine learning as well. So the more and more images you have, the smarter the machine gets, the smarter the model gets. In some cases, so a can of Coke, a can of Sprite, a can of Diet Coke is all the same regardless of where you are. Now we have had issues. We had a client in the UAE, and so the can was written in Arabic, right? So we can still see that it is a can of Coke, but the level of accuracy might be a little different because it's not English, right? And so but even if you're looking at the top of that can, if you only see a couple millimeters, sometimes the language doesn't matter. You're looking at the colors, you're looking at the color pattern of that particular can.
Interesting.
Right? We know that the future of AI is coming, and we know that eventually people have glasses. Like we think that over the next 10 years, counting will probably be commoditized and using AI at some point. And so we know we have a limited amount of time to get as deep as we can in several industries. Airlines is one that we're doing pretty well at. Healthcare is another one that there's still a lot of manual counting. As artificial intelligence grows, it's grown tremendously over the last 4 or 5 years. And everybody has a phone in their pocket, right? So you can do a lot of things on the edge, build these models, take the pictures, and it really just recognizing a problem. Like, what is this problem? And I always tell my friends and my team, what is the problem? Is somebody willing to pay for it?
Yep.
Really built the technology in the very beginning is looking at these specific items, looking at these specific inventory items. And I knew what the waste was because I was close to the industry, understood what the waste was and come in and say, hey, we can reduce your waste, reduce labor, reduce fuel, those 3 items with this AI, with the Countifi platform.